Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to the podcast for She Comes First and Selfless Sex. I am Dr. Nick Meyer, sitting here on October 13th in the afternoon, recording this podcast for everyone. And right off the bat, once again, I have to say thank you for everyone who listened to last week's podcast and all of the other podcasts that are up. Regardless of what medium you're on, iTunes, Twitter, Spotify, I don't even know them all. Shoot, even YouTube. Personally, I thought that the topic from last week on emotional safety was kind of a dry / sad topic, but apparently, and unfortunately, many of us are going, or many people have been through that. So it seems like people kind of just like shared it a lot, or I don't know what happened, but please feel free to share as much, as many of the old podcasts as you like. They really mean a lot, to help to spread this message and to have an impact on the algorithms with the computer systems and all the other fancy language and shit like that. So, but anyhow, I just really have to say thank you guys so much. And you guys have any suggestions for topics, please feel free to just shoot me a quick email. So now I'm going to flip it and talk about this week's topic. Because over the past few weeks, I've been hearing from women that I should do a topic focused on men. And recently I did, how do you make your man feel wanted and loved and things like that. But I guess that one wasn't enough. Okay. So we want more. I'm like, okay, you guys, I get it. So, and I will make the assumption that the women wanted something that's more sexual, which is fine. I can do that. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, what's one thing that's sexual that most guys can agree on? And of course, there's intercourse. That's sex. That's a given. But some guys like heels. Some guys don't. Some guys like lingerie. Some guys don't. Some guys like anal, or like whatever it is. Guys can we like various things. So I'm trying to figure out what's the one thing that most guys can agree on that they really like. Man, I don't know. And then ding, blowjobs. There you go. So today, I'm going to talk about blowjobs. And I'm talking about the reasons why that we like them, or techniques that can really blow your guy's mind, and one woman's solution to her blowjob issue, if you even want to call it an issue. So, get ready. We're going there today. We're talking about blowjobs. So, according to your Tango, here are a few reasons why men love to get blowjobs. And just to make this as clear and as plain as day, this is not rocket science. So number one, it feels really good. Period. Exclamation point. There you go. That's it. No more, no less. It's nice. It's warm. It's snug. It's loving. It's it also has an element of danger, because the teeth are like right there. I'm personally, I'm not into teeth. Speaking of teeth, there was a friend of mine, a colleague. She was an older lady when I went to NYU up in New York, probably back in the mid to late 90s. She was older, and she would take her teeth out and give her boyfriend a gummer. So, and I always wondered why this cat was so happy. But so yeah. So bottom line, number one, it feels really good. Number two, it's pretty much stress-free for us. We actually can just relax and enjoy ourselves. Because sometimes during sex, we're actually thinking about, okay, don't come. Okay, I'm getting tired now. Oh, I pulled a muscle, whatever. No, now we're just laying there, and we are being pleasured. And it's really tough. Well, depending on what position she is in or your partner is in, it's kind of tough for us to even pleasure her back, So we just enjoy just being there in the moment, and that's amazing. Number 3, which I kind of think is interesting, this may apply to some guys, but not to all guys, but we get to live out our little voyeuristic fantasies where we actually get to watch a sex act. It's like our own little free little porn movie, whatever. I'm making assumptions here. I'm not really into watching. I'm more into receiving the pleasure. That's just my personal opinion. But some guys actually like to watch what your partner is doing. That's all fine and good. And if that works for them, it works for them. So I'll say this: number 4 and 5 on this list are related, in my opinion. So number 4 says it's all about recreation, and I'll translate to say it's all about pleasure. It's all about having a good time. And if there's an orgasm tied into that too, that's even better. But yeah, it's all about it's all about pleasure, bottom line. Number 5, it's about your partner being selfless. Just as I call this selfless sex for women, this is selfless sex for men, or selfless oral sex for men. And that's just pretty much what a blowjob is, depending on your position. If you are 69ing or anything like that, that's great too. But at the same time, it's very erotic to be pleasured and quote unquote serviced in that way by our partner, by our lady. And also, it's very intimate too. At the beginning, I said, yeah, it's not rocket science or anything like that. But for many guys, including myself, there's a lot going on within us when we get a nice, long, sensual blowjob from our partner. It's an amazing sensation. But yes, there are many things going on for us. So now, of course, I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. And I'm going to cite an article from Scary Mommy called "Why I Give My Husband a Blowjob Every Day." And you may be like, damn, every day? Well, she says every day. And I think that's pretty interesting. And what she says is this: her husband does not demand it. He does not just take his penis out, put it in her face or anything like that, because that wouldn't work. The reason she does it is because it makes her husband feel good, and she's happy to make him feel good. And her quote is this, right from the article, quote, "And if I can take 5 easy minutes out of my day to give my partner a gift that he loves, nay, adores, why wouldn't I?" Unquote. So that's her thing. If she wants to that's one way to make her husband happy, which makes perfect sense to me. I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, five easy minutes, those are her words, not mine, to make her husband happy. And also in this article, she mentions the love languages, which goes back to a podcast that I did back in July, maybe. And she says that you have to find your husband's love language. So, for example, if he likes getting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day, make him peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day. If he likes his back scratched for a minute or so, scratch his back for a minute or so. If he likes getting blowjobs every day, well, there you go. Or give him a blowjob every day. But this is her opinion on the little things, or quote unquote easy things that she likes to do to make her husband happy. And also, I have to add this really quickly. There is a level of enthusiasm that we like to see when we're getting oral sex. For example, if you ever had someone go down on you and they kind of lick over here and they kind of lick over there and lick whatever, and you can tell that they're really not into it, but they still do it, in contrast to someone who really likes to do it, it's the same thing. The same thing for us. But truth be told, if you like to do it, have at it. Get into it. and we like that too. Just the fact that you are into it. Don't be shy. Don't act like you're not. But if giving blowjobs is your thing and you really like to get into it, and you're also putting out that much effort, that's cool. That's very nice. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. So putting effort into giving blowjobs is also very important. So in closing, I'm going to refer back to another article I found on yourtango.com called How to Give a Good Blowjob Using Expert Techniques. All right, fine. And she says after he is up and erect, you can tease him a little bit by kissing from the base of the penis along the length of the penis to the tip, in contrast to just shoving your mouth onto the penis. Either way is fine with me, but I'm just saying. But if you want to tease him a little bit, that's fine. Some guys like that, some guys don't. Whatever. And I guess she is not a fan of the old in and out, where she suggests using a movement called the twirl and swirl, where you put your mouth on the penis and you swirl your tongue around the head or the glands of the penis for added sensation. Okay, sounds interesting. And then she says, number 4, give him a helping hand. Now, some women may feel that it's cheating if they use a hand during oral sex to masturbate him. And if that's what he wants, that's fine. If he doesn't want that, that's fine too. But don't forget, this is all for his pleasure, as I mentioned earlier. So if he wants a hand, fine. If he doesn't want a hand, fine. If you don't like using hands or you feel it's cheating, that's your conversation. And finally, she actually mentions, she calls it, try taking it deep, otherwise known as deep throating. There is something for the visual effect, for guys who like to watching their partner deep throat their penis can be very erotic, very enticing, very intimate, whatever you want to call it, because it is. But at the same time, you get to recognize that not all people can do that. It's fact. But I'm just saying, if you have the ability to do that to your partner, feel free. I'm pretty sure he will like it. So, and also, I'm not going to talk about this during this conversation here, even though I probably should, but I won't. When your man comes, what do? Do you take your mouth off? Do you let him come in your mouth, or do you swallow it? And I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other conversation. So, on that note, even though I probably should, but I won't. But on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Please feel free to give your partner as many blowjobs as he can stand. Yeah, I said it. So on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon.